They marched from Cheeseman Park this morning to the state capitol. It was a parade like many others that have taken to Denver's streets. Marching bands, colorful banners, and tributes to people who have lost their battle in life. But this parade was also different from many we've seen. It's about getting out a message to people who don't believe in PrideFest.
It means a pride in being gay, and that we are out here and we're going to work for our equal rights, not for special rights. That's all we want, is just equal rights.
I'm here to support gay people. I had a gay son who died, and I want all the gay people to come out, not to hide, come out and let their families know, and we can get out and support them.
Just means to get out and let people know that we're the same as everybody else, letting them know that we're here and happy.
Police estimated the crowd to be at about 30,000. There were lots of supporters and curious onlookers lining the streets. Marchers say the parade is a reflection of the diversity in our community.
We all have a special thing about us. Let's find a way to live in community that specialness can grow and be shared by all.
I just think it's a wonderful day for gay people everywhere, and really for all Americans.
This is my third one. I would say this is probably about as big as the St. Patty's Day Parade, which is one of our largest. And I think this is probably just a little bit bigger.
Every year it gets bigger, but this year the Gay Pride Parade doubled in size.
Well, there's a lot of different units in here, so to speak.
You look great!
People have got their own ideas of what they are, what they want to be.
An estimated 35,000 people marched or watched the parade as it made its way from Cheeseman Park down Colfax Avenue and over to the state capitol. Organizers say it's stronger, more successful, and maybe even more acceptable this year because Amendment 2 was overturned.
This is a celebration like none other. We're celebrating not just PrideFest in general, but the striking down of Amendment 2, which liberates all of us today. This is a celebration for all Americans in addition to gays.
The opponents of Amendment 2 called it an anti-gay hate law. The supporters said it was much-needed legislation. And even though it was found to be unconstitutional, the debate over Amendment 2 no doubt continues, but not along this parade route.
Because I think it's time that the community of Denver and Colorado really figures out that we are a big part of this community.
From a march to a rally, topped off with a message from President Clinton.
The message concludes with best wishes for a successful and memorable celebration, signed Bill Clinton. Congratulations!
Lynette Romero, 9 News.
Hi, how are you today? Good.
We're getting married next weekend at the mass gay wedding, so we need to look at flowers.
Last Sunday, Stacy Schaefer and Wendy Claus went shopping to prepare for their wedding day.
I love those purple, the baby purple iris again. Are beautiful.
Stacy and Wendy got engaged on Christmas Eve.
I feel like I'm going to be sick. Personally, my nerves are just about as topped off as they can be.
They're joining 54 other gay couples in a mass wedding ceremony.
Here it is, right here, the wedding. I want a June wedding. I'm getting married simply because I found the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
I don't think that's proper, though.
But Senator Ray Powers of El Paso County, who supported Colorado's same-sex marriage ban, believes this ceremony is going to backfire.
So I don't believe that we should accommodate a small element of society that wants to defy law.
You talk about your husbands, why can't I talk about my wife?
Stacy and I and a lot of other same-sex couples are very normal and have gardens and homes and pets and do very similar things, and we're not very different. We're here just today to celebrate our love.
The wedding was organized by Equality Colorado, a gay and lesbian help group.
We've got the tuxes, we've got the dresses, we've got the jitters, we've got cold feet, we've got the reverends, the ministers. It's identical to any other wedding.
Except same-sex marriages are not recognized by the state.
In hope for a change in the law in the state of Colorado, I now pronounce you a married couple.
It's not official, but Stacy and Wendy and 54 other couples say it's a start. Dan Rascone, 9 News Sunday Morning.
At this year's PrideFest celebration,
Happy Pride!
Many messages abound.
Are you guys registered to vote? Are you registered to vote?
But there was one that was constant throughout Civic Center Park.
You guys registered to vote? Are you registered to vote? Are you registered to vote?
Yep. Our message to people here at PrideFest is that their voice does count. Their vote counts.
Are you ladies registered to vote?
And that's why dozens of volunteers are mounting a strong effort to register thousands of people to vote.
Are you ladies registered to vote?
This year, it's even a greater, more important part, I believe, because of the issues around marriage, because of the issues around basic civil rights that are being challenged in Colorado and around the country.
In what could be a tight election year, many in the gay community believe their vote could have an impact.
We believe that the gay and lesbian transgender community could be a very important swing block of voters in this state.
9 News political analyst Fred Brown agrees.
You know, I think the gay community has increased its power and its power as a voting bloc.
Brown says things are quite different today than they were a decade ago. He says the votes of gays and lesbians could be an important minority vote.
I think the gay community has a pretty good record of voting, but it's important to keep up that interest. So any efforts to mobilize the community are certainly are going to have some positive effect from their standpoint.
Would you like to sign up to vote?
Yeah, sure.
So as they get more people like Renessa Cheesley to sign up for the first time.
So I just want to make a difference, I guess. Because if I don't vote, then really nothing's ever going to change. So
they hope that message will motivate her and others to the actual voting booth this fall.
Right. Thank you, ladies. Be sure to vote.
Quinn Nguyen, 9 News.
200 to 250,000 people here.
Each one of them celebrating being themselves. The people here, though, remember a day when this parade didn't draw such large crowds.
It's growing and growing.
Evidence, they say, of acceptance.
Some people say we won't need it anymore because we're becoming more mainstream and accepted, but all that means is more straight people come to the party.
On this day, many of those straight people are family members, parents, and children offering support and sharing pride.
I think the generation coming up is so different. I think the tide is going to turn, and I think a lot of the hatred is going to go away, and I see a really good future.
One that many same-sex couples hope will include them.
This is going to be a whole new era for the entire United States. Free rights for everybody. First black president. There's just more positive things to come.
Worked really hard to get the hate crime statute changed a few years ago. I think nationally we're going to see that happen. And so, yeah, I really do see change coming.
But even with some goals still unreached, everyone here continues to celebrate what the gay community has achieved so far.
We are here celebrating diversity, our freedom, and our rights to be who we are.
And the rights for who we are.
Yeah.
Taronda Thomas, 9 News.
And much like the White House, the city and county building in downtown Denver is also bathed in rainbow lights tonight. Just across Civic Center Park this evening, there was a rally and celebration to mark the Supreme Court's decision. 9 News reporter Jonathan Gonzalez joins us now from the steps of the state capitol.
Kim, there were more than 1,000 people here today on the steps of the west steps of the Capitol building. There were tears and there were smiles, all for the same decision, the fact that same-sex marriage is now legal in all 50 states. No, it wasn't just any other day.
June 26, 2015.
And June 26, 2015 will never be just any other day.
In the decision, it was about
never again.
Equal dignity under the eyes of the law.
This is a great day to be a Coloradan and an even greater day to be an American.
It was a day when 5 justices decided the fate of millions.
This day is going to go down in history. This is history.
A day when new meaning was added to the term marriage.
It's marriage, period.
It's just marriage. Marriage is the word.
June 26, 2015 is now a day of newfound pride.
This is the inclusion. It makes me really proud of this country.
This day is everything. This is what we fought for.
It's a day many have waited for too long.
Probably since I first came out at 23 years old.
It's a little unreal because we've been waiting so long.
It's surreal. It is surreal. It's happening. Surreal. And yet we saw it coming.
A day when words were sometimes easy to find for some.
The Defense of Marriage Act was overturned in 2013, and yes, today the Supreme Court extended the right to marry to every American.
A day when words were harder to find for others.
For it to be here, when I heard this morning, I almost couldn't believe it.
Just any other day.
It took a long time, but yeah, we got here.
June 26th, 2015.
Pretty wonderful day.